And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is June 12th, 2025. I'm your host, Saint Nick, and we got a great show for you today. Well, we have a series on our hands, folks. Game 3 of the NBA Finals last night, first game in Indiana, and y'all did not disappoint. I need big round of applause here for everybody that showed up to the game last night. The crowd was rocking and roaring. Everyone was wearing the shirts, and it pays off. Indiana gets the dub, and now they're up in the series 2-1 against the unbeatable media darling, the greatest team to ever grace the NBA Finals, the OKC Thunder. They're down 2-1 now. The MVP goes ghost again in the fourth quarter. Raggy, it's the MVP. Oh boy. So we dive into game 3 today. We can also kind of preview game 4 because we ain't got no big time lull. And another maybe misfire by the NBA trying to get this finals over with quickly because nobody's watching, and we're losing all this money putting the production on because nobody's watching and blah blah blah. So let's just get this series over with as quickly as possible, because there's only one day in between. Game 4 tomorrow, Bink. Not waiting 2 days in between. We're right back at it. And I don't know if the Thunder are going to be able to catch their breath by game 4. So this could be over here, folks. We could have a new champion sooner rather than later. So we'll dive into all that today as for the NBA Finals. We've got big time NFL stories to go over, folks, and I'm going to give y'all another juicy. This may be my juiciest, my biggest, juiciest. I'm absolutely gushing about this team. I told y'all a little bit yesterday, and they have not been able to get off my mind all night long. I dreamt about them. I dreamt about this team. I dreamt about this value. So, folks, a big old juicy. For value. Last call for value, folks, and this one, I can't wait. So let's just dive right into the show, and let's start with the NBA Finals. Now, before we break down the game and the stats and all that, let's just kind of give a round of applause for the arena, the crowd, making it look and feel and seem like an important game, because it is tied in the finals. First game at home, tone-setting home game, and the Pacers lived up to it. This was the photo before everybody got into the arena. They got the shirts all over the place, the golden, but this is Indiana, all right? They also, and I can't gush about these enough, I don't know when sports teams started to really introduce this, but I was introduced to this maybe last year. I went to a Giants game in New York, and it was a night game, Thursday night football, and they had these light bracelets that would automatically during the game just light up. They're fantastic. They put those up, and once again, those are free. The shirt, the bracelets, they're free. Shout out. No upcharge. Or if it is, it's built into the price of the ticket, and I don't have to hear about it, which is the only way to do it. So, shirts, the bracelets that light up. We see the bracelet right here on Pat McAfee, glowing blue and gold. Absolutely great. Absolutely fantastic. When the lights go out and only the bracelets are flashing, folks, I wore one. I took mine home. They're like, you can just throw them out after the game. I'm like, throw this out? Are you crazy? I'm keeping this forever. It doesn't work. It doesn't light up because there's some computer chip in there that, plays along with the lights and the sounds and all that. So once you leave the game, it's useless. But you better believe I kept mine. I was like, this is too cool to throw away. Still got it. So, love that by the Pacers. Set the home crowd energy right. That was kind of, one of our main points that we were talking about yesterday on the show. They needed to match OKC's home court advantage, and they did just that. And they didn't just do it with the shirts and the bracelets. Oh, they brought out the menace. Ben Stiller, cover your ears, because we had Pat McAfee in the building on the mic, where we know things can get a little dicey when Pat McAfee's starting to talk. But he hypes up the crowd, he slights OKC, and gets Indiana right and ready, baby. Once again, fantastic, making that home court advantage truly feel like home court advantage. We had the players once again, and this is why we love the team atmosphere, the team aspect. We don't have, one or two guys that are too cool for school sitting on the bench be like, oh, this is so lame. Look at these lames. They're getting hyped to many men by 50 Cent. That's lame. You wouldn't catch me doing that. I would never get hyped to many men by 50 Cent. Nothing like that going on in Indiana. No. So the players are all buying in. They're all getting hyped to many men. And how can you not get hyped to many men? You better watch how you talk when you talk about me, because I'll come and take your life away. I mean, 50 really did something on that one, folks. I'll tell you. So, the players feeling it. The crowd feeling it. Pat McAfee feeling it. And the queen of Indiana herself, folks. The queen of corn. How about Caitlin Clark in attendance? Another thing that we were expecting, because once again, the WNBA and the NBA Indiana teams, they're cohesive. They support each other. They feed off of each other. I'm honestly about to go move to Indiana. I'm not going to fake to y'all. I love what they've done here. You sold me. Indiana, I'm yours. The official studio partner of Takes by Fans, because I'm moving down to Indiana. I'm bringing the studio along with me. Takes by Fans live daily from Indiana. Love the energy over there. Man, I'm close to moving there, I'll tell you. So we had Caitlin Clark in attendance at the Indiana Pacer game. And now, every time she's at a Pacer playoff game, they win. Pacers 8-0 when Caitlin Clark. Yeah, that's my boys over there. Yeah, that's my team. So, man, oh man, great culture, great market being developed here in Indiana. Let's give them the respect that they deserve. Big time shout out. They're making the most of this opportunity. Halliburton trying to show up on the biggest stage. Indiana showing, hey, we can hang with all the bigger markets. Look at us, the small dogs, the small corn over here in Indiana. But this is Indiana, Bink. So shout out to the arena for putting it together and making it feel like home court advantage in the finals. Very, very well done. All right, now let's jump into the actual encore and not the pageantry and the setup, because the boys came to play. Now, if we just look at this game from totality in the box scores, this game tells us exactly what these teams are about and exactly what this finals is all about. The scoring by quarter, Thunder won the first and the third quarter, and the Pacers win the second and the fourth. And once again, that tells us everything that we've known from this series. The Thunder, they're great when early on in the game when everything's going good. And then when adversity comes on, time to dig deep, oh boy, clutch time scenarios, that's when the Pacers come and take it all back. We saw it game one. Oh, we're good. Thunder playing great in the first half. Look at all these turnovers by the Pacers. This game is over. This series is over. Everything's going so well for the Thunder. SGA playing good. Second half, time to lock in, time to dig in. Indiana mentality. They cleaned up the turnovers. They came back. SGA couldn't hit the clutch shot in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. I'm talking under 2 minutes, under 1:30, can't hit the shots. Halliburton hits the shot with 0.3 seconds left. We got the same exact thing here in game 3. Quarter 1, no pressure, set the tone. Thunder win the first quarter, 32-24. Big lead, feeling good. But quarter number 2, kind of making late pushes before halftime, closing the lead. Indiana outscores the Thunder 40-28 in the second quarter, and now we've got ourselves a game. All right, quarter 3, all right. We're fresh out of the locker room for the Thunder. Once again, no pressure because it's the third quarter. We've still got the fourth. We don't got any urgency right now. And they win the third quarter, 29-20. Favor back to the Thunder. But quarter 4, Pacers down. Time to lock in. Time to dig in. They outscore the Thunder 32-18. 18 points in the fourth quarter? What? The MVP not able to take over the fourth quarter? What? Once again, yesterday, folks, I had to rein everybody in because the overall narrative around SGA is just getting now it's proven that it's way out of hand, but I told y'all it was out of hand yesterday. Kendrick Perkins going on ESPN and saying SGA has no flaws in his game. No flaws. Well, I pointed out the game 1 flaw, the clutch ability. He wasn't clutch. I would say that's a flaw. Not getting it done in the fourth quarter is a little bit of a flaw, I would say. When have we ever given any player, anybody, anybody a free pass to not get it done in the fourth quarter? When have we ever given anybody that leeway? But we're giving SGA that leeway for some reason. Shout out. I'm not here to knock SGA. He's great. But we're acting like he's a super mega face of the league star here that, hits every clutch shot. And it's not true. We've seen it. We get SGA in the fourth quarter of this game. 3 points. Not able to get to the free throw line. Can't put up points without the free throws, right? I mean, game 1 when they ended up beefing. SGA in the fourth quarter, I think he had like 10 points, but 6 of those were from free throws. Not hitting those clutch shots in the final minute 30. So SGA, flaw in his game, fourth quarter, close out. Be that MVP. Be the number 1 option on your team. Be the go-to. I mean, everyone's comparing him to Kobe Bryant, and I understand the comparisons, height-wise, play-wise, style-wise. I get all that. But Kobe in the fourth, I mean, that's a killer assassin. He's not actively looking to pass up shots in the fourth quarter. He's taking them. He's going to take them all. And kind of rightfully so because, you're the star. You're saying you can do all this. Hey, give me the ball in the fourth quarter. I'm so great. SGA not living up to that. And once again, I think we've got to rein in our narratives on SGA. I think it's way out of hand. He's a fantastic player. Very good mid-range scorer. Solid at the 3. I mean, he surprises me from time to time with this 3 ball. But it's nothing that we're hanging our hat on at the end of the day. SGA's 3s. We don't like to bet it. We don't really get any value on it. So SGA, shout out, but he's not like It's a little like Anthony Edwards last season. A little too premature to really give him the face of the league and kind of the next man up title. The new era, the new age guys coming in. So once again, I really hope the national media, we start to change just a little bit. Yes, he's great. Yes, he's superstar. Yes, he's MVP. Yes, he's all this. Great mid-range, great shooter. But in the fourth quarter, in the clutch, he goes ghost. We get Haliburton, who's everyone's calling not a superstar. Time and time again, gets it done in the fourth. Have we ever been kind of scratching our head, be like, dang, Haliburton didn't show up in the fourth quarter? Now, he may not show up in the first quarter or the first half, and that's another discussion. But game on the line, always in it at the end, and he always shows up. We got to give Haliburton credit. And once again, why he's a superstar? Because he's clutch. The clutch factor should be weighed more than maybe any other factor ever. If you list every factor of why you think somebody's a superstar and what you value, whether it's scoring or shooting or leadership or anything like that, mid-range, free throw, block, defense, three-point shooting, whatever you value, I don't know how we don't value clutchability as kind of number one or at least top three factors in deciding whether a player is good, superstar, all-star, megastar, best player in the world. And he's doing it consistently. He's doing it on the biggest stage. He's doing it on the road. He's doing it, kind of being called. It's not like, oh my God, he's on fire in the fourth and they just keep feeding him. Game one, he wasn't taking that many shots. He wasn't kind of like, oh, he took 3 shots in a row and then that fourth one finally dropped with 1 second left. No. I want to say he didn't take a shot for like 3 minutes. And he goes and kind of commands the ball, gets to his shot, and just absolutely binks it for the win. So once again, we got to start giving some respect to Haliburton. He comes out, and we wanted him to be aggressive, and he was. We like that. 14 points in the first half for Tyrese, or 12 points, pardon my French. 12 points in the first half. 2 of 3 from the 3, efficient while still getting 7 assists. That's exactly what, was that not our key to the game yesterday when we were going over it? We wanted Haliburton to be aggressive from the jump. He was, while still getting everybody else involved. 7 assists, efficient, scoring, got everybody involved in a playoff game. Yes, he's not a score-first point guard. We've known this. So we're going to knock his superstar status because he doesn't put up 40 points a game and lose? A true player, a true teammate that's good defensively, offensively, efficient, gets his team involved. He checks all of my boxes for superstar. Clutch ability. Did Tyrese Haliburton shrink in the fourth quarter? A little bit. 1 of 4 from the field. 3 points. But still 3 assists alone in the fourth quarter. So yes, the shots weren't falling for Haliburton. 1 of 4 from the field. 1 of 2 from 3. But still plus 9 on the floor in the fourth. Defense. Making it up other ways. So shout out to Haliburton and shout out this Pacers team. Shea, come on now. Only got 6 free throw attempts for the whole game. His least points scored so far in the finals, 24. What have we seen? 38 and 34. On the road with a chance to take back the overall kind of series momentum and favoritism, I would say. You win that game, Vegas re-swings it in your favor. All that momentum swings in your favor. And he has a little bit of a bad game. We had Jalen Williams for the Thunder. He kind of showed up. 26 points. That's the most that we've seen from him. He led the team in scoring 26 points. So this is the game that SGA, that's what we needed from Jalen Williams. We needed kind of that Jalen Williams true number 2 game. And we got that, but we can't have that while SGA doesn't have his, number 1 game. 30 points, getting it done. So a little bit of wasting Jalen Williams' good game. We had Luguentz Dort, who was hitting the 3 all game long. 4 or 5 from the 3. Good defense by him. We know Dort. So another kind of wasted game for Dort's talent. We know Dort, Dort's a fine 3-point shooter, but we know, a couple of games, 1 or 2 games a series, he's going to go off. And you can't waste those games, can't waste those performances. But SGA kind of shrinks a little bit. We had, once again, Cason Wallace in the starting lineup for the Thunder. And once again, I don't know what we're doing here. I mean, he's just not good. He's not efficient in the starting lineup. I know you had him in the starting lineup during the regular season and all that, and you were winning games with him in the starting lineup. But the entire playoff series, folks, we can look. Do I have it up quick? I don't think I got it up too quick. But Cason Wallace was not in the starting lineup throughout the entire playoffs. He did not start 1 game in the playoffs. But they start him in the finals. And I heard I forgot who it was in the national media, but they brought up a good point. It was like, you make this huge, drastic lineup change. And yeah, it may not look like it's hurting your front lineup on paper or anything like that. But at the end of the day, now you've just thrown out your entire rhythm of the bench. Because the bench rotation, they all get comfortable kind of playing with each other. And now you just kind of threw a wrench in it by taking out a small and replacing a big. And now you're ruining all that momentum, all that kind of learned, trusted movement on and off the ball with the second kind of unit. You just thrown that all out of whack. So now they're all trying to catch up on the second unit. Trying to get up to speed, playing with each other. How they can score offensively as a unit. You just threw a wrench into that. We had Cason Wallace, 24 minutes. So, we've seen his minutes just keep shrinking game by game, and rightfully so. But he's in the starting lineup, a -10 on the floor. The second worst by Alex Caruso. The bad game by Alex Caruso coming off the bench, which I'm not going to knock too much. We rarely get this by Caruso. He shot 2 of 2 from 3. He was doing his thing offensively. 8 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, being a dog. Just, unfortunately, not his night overall. -15 on the floor. Not great. So, it really I don't know what this Thunder's head coach is doing. You got game 3 probably would have been the time to make the switch. Hey, we're on the road. This could be a letdown game. So let's get back at minimum to our starting lineup. So, whatever happens in this game, game 4, we're kind of back to what we are. And we can kind of try and get back into the series. I think you got to play Isaiah Hartenstein back in the starting lineup. We had Isaiah Hartenstein off the bench 18 minutes. Why is it less minutes than game 2 when it worked? Isaiah Hartenstein, 18 minutes. He was a +4 on the floor. Or, a -4 on the floor in 18 minutes. So, this Thunder team, they're starting to lose it. We had Chet Holmgren kind of not getting it done defensively in the 4th. A lot of people are starting to fall off of Chet Holmgren. I'm kind of seeing the same narratives along with Cat. Everybody loved Cat coming into this series, into the playoffs. Very good, hitting some good shots, having good performances. But when they start losing, and everyone's starting to see why they're losing, they're pinpointing to Cat's defense, Tibbs rotations, kind of major keys of why they lost that series against the Pacers. We're starting to get that with Chet Holmgren now. Everybody loved him. He's great. He's all this. In the playoffs, having good performances, all right. But now they're starting to lose. People are starting to look for why they're losing. Chet Holmgren not getting it done defensively in the fourth, late in games. I mean, he put up 20 points, 10 rebounds. But we got to lock in defensively, especially late in games, especially in the fourth quarter. So Chet Holmgren not having the best game last night, maybe series overall so far. And once again, I mean, we got to realize, I mean, this is a tournament. I mean, we've been going here about a month and a half, 2 months of playoff basketball, physical playoff basketball. Some of these series, I mean, we've seen the Thunder go 7 against the Nuggets. Series getting drawn out here late in the year. Fatigue is starting to wear in the big guys, the big dogs. Maybe falling off just a tad. So, Thunder shrinking a little bit last night, not getting it done in the fourth quarter. And, this team that hasn't faced a lot of adversity, they were able to kind of overwrite it in the Nugget series. This might just be a little too much to overcome. SGA is going to have to truly show why he's the MVP. Start taking over games in the fourth quarter. Start commanding the ball. But also make your shots. I mean, let's take a quick look at these SGA shots in the fourth quarter. He only took 3. When they come, were they late? Here we go. First one. With 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes left is his first shot in the fourth quarter, folks. For SGA. Down. They're down 7 here. 3:40. SGA.
Time, but OKC right now down 7.
High pick and roll. He goes in. I mean, that's tough defense. It gets slapped away. He gets it back.
SGA inside.
Dumps it out to Chet. Chet gets fouled on the floor. So, overall shot missed by SGA. Now, they get the ball back.
SGA gets free.
He takes the ball again here.
Nembhard guarding him.
Guarding on Nembhard. Gets a nice mid-range jumper. And that cashes. All righty. But this is where, all right, you just made it a 5-point game, SGA. I want you to command the ball again. You're feeling it. You just made the shot. Overtake this game. Be the MVP. We were talking about this yesterday on the show. We know we're in team-oriented basketball. And, everybody can shoot on your team and all this ball movement. I get it. But that doesn't mean that you can't be aggressive every now and then. You're the face of the team. I know you tried to, pass it off in the interviews. Oh, it's the team collective. It's the team collective. But at the end of the day, even they know it. You're the guy. You're the number one. Nobody's arguing with you about that. Jalen Williams not like, no, I'm the number one. Chet Holmgren definitely is not like, I'm the number one here. You know you're the one. They know you're the one. You're the MVP. The team didn't win MVP, although you tried to do that. You were trying, once again, hey, MVP, yeah. But this is a team. But you got to have that dog. You got to have that Kobe dog. Everybody loves to, Tatum. Oh, Kobe's my favorite player. And oh, my God, I try to not mirror my game after him. But you know what I'm saying, folks. He loves him. He idolizes him. He knows Kobe. But he doesn't embody him. Jason Tatum's atrocious in the fourth quarter. Great first quarter. Great. I mean, I was telling my buddy this literally yesterday, watching the game. Jason Tatum's maybe the best first quarter basketball player I've ever witnessed. I give him that. Just like Michael Jordan, I don't give him the greatest of all time. I give him the greatest champion of all time. 6 for 6 in the finals. Ooh, back-to-back 3, or 2 3-peats. Ooh, oh my goodness. Champion. Ooh, fantastic. Greatest of all time, you can make the argument. I don't necessarily agree. But this is what I give Jason Tatum. Everyone's like superstar, megastar, blah, 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 greatest, best player in the league right now. I give Jason Tatum best first quarter player. That's what I give Tatum. And maybe that's what I'm going to start giving SGA. Good fair weather player. And that's not really a compliment. So, we get SGA making a shot, cutting the lead down to 5 in a pivotal game here. And his next shot comes with a minute 17 left? And he misses it? It's a mid-range.
Alexander,
but it's on Siakam. Siakam, big defensive dog. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Couldn't get
for
the
the rebound.
mid-range jumper over Siakam there. So this is all I'm saying, folks. We really got to start reining in our SGA talk. Great player. Fun to watch. All this, yes. But fourth quarter and clutch time are his biggest knocks, and nobody's talking about it. They'd rather come up with another reason of why Halliburton isn't a superstar. Oh, well, actually, you know why Halliburton's not a superstar is because, his pregame entrances, not flashy enough, not stylish enough. That's why he's not the superstar. Yes, clutch. Yes, all this, blah, 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 blah. We don't care about that. That's the reason. That's reason number 100 of why Halliburton's not a superstar. Okay. All right. You keep your MVPs then. You keep your MVPs. All right. Let's finish up here. Who else had a hand in the Indiana Pacers success last night? Well, our boy TJ McConnell. We loved it. We were gushing about yesterday on the show, TJ McConnell, a ladder on his assists from 4 to 6, and he hit 5 on them. Bink, bink. So give us a little credit. We knew TJ McConnell's assist game was going to go crazy. Hit his line, hit his plus money line at 5. Didn't hit his other one at 6. But overall, if you hit the first 2, that's an overall cash on the night. So we take that. TJ McConnell, 10 points, 5 steals. Oof, on the defense. You got to love it. Big dog. Out-dogged Caruso last night. And 5 assists to go along with it. So we love that. Another ladder that we loved last night that ended up cashing very solidly, Tyrese Halliburton, his 3-ball. 3 threes was at plus 100. That's a no-brainer. We liked it at 4 and 5. He ended up at 4. So once again, we hit the first 2 of the 3 ladder for Tyrese Halliburton. We love that. 4 of 8 from 3. 9 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He does it all on the floor. Everyone's like, well, he doesn't score enough. Well, he's also a complete player out there. What a point guard is. Point guard, like the quarterback. Commanding the team, leading the team, responsible for the offensive output for the team. Not like Josh Allen, who's me. I'll run, I'll pass, I'll catch. I mean, he had a throw to himself touchdown, folks, this year. It's Josh Allen. So shout out to Halliburton, great in every facet of the game. Shot 52% from the field, 50% from the 3-on-8 shots. Set the tone here to win game 3. I got to big time respect it. We had Andrew Nembhard, not the greatest game. 1 of 2 from the 3, only 8 points, but nice defense all around. He clamps up and he clamps up tight. We get Siakam, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Didn't hit his threes. He went 0 of 2. But once again, good defense on Shea. Shea just trying to get back in the game. Siakam says, not over these big palms. No. So Siakam, great defense, put up the points, reliable. Obi topping off the bench, 8 points while not hitting a 3. We take that. And then, oh man, he who loves to show up every now and then, and when he shows up, he takes over the game. It's Bennedict Mathurin, 27 points, led the team coming off the bench in only 22 short minutes. Shot 75% from the field, 9 of 12, 2 of 3 from the 3, while having 4 rebounds, and really just had a great fourth quarter. Bennedict Mathurin, 10 points, playing only 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Huge minutes to really seal and solidify this game 3 win. So Pacers get the dub. They're up 2-1. The game's tomorrow. The Thunder looked gassed at the end of the game. So we're in for it, folks. And I got to give one more shout out before we close up the analysis here. And that's Rick Carlisle, folks. Truly give it up for him. Rick Carlisle, I mean, we talked about it, a factor of why we can't write off this Indiana team and why the value was just so ridiculous. Once again, we loved taking the Pacers plus 1.5 games and plus 2.5 games in the series. They were both at plus money. It never made sense, and it's just cash and all gold here for Indiana. Once again, I mean, this national media is just so junk nowadays. Takes by Fans really should be the only sports show you listen to, folks. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but the way that people are talking nowadays is crazy. It's crazy. It's disrespectful. It's disgusting. It's trash. Sorry. I'm better than 99% of the people on ESPN, and I stand on that 10 toes down. So shout out to the Pacers. We are in it, folks. 2-1 game tomorrow. Cannot wait. Alrighty, let's also kind of shout out the Pacers fans and all this. I mean, the Pacers social media team released a kind of New York Knicks style bing bong talk on the street video, and I'm gushing about it. The Indiana fans are
Dog, Ben Mathurin,
dog,
Halliburton,
dog, Rick Carlisle, dog, Benedict Mathurin, dog. Shout out.
Let's go Pacers!
Yeah.
Two more. Bring it up. Two more.
Yeah.
There we go.
Inside the arena buzzing, outside the arena buzzing. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. So shout out Indiana. I mean, it's jumping down there, folks. I'll be down there. Y'all will see me down there. I'll be down there. Man, I'm getting goosebumps on Indiana. They're selling me. All right, we got this little nugget of information, and this is interesting. I'm not even going to say anything about this. We're just going to read the fact and move on. Through 3 NBA Finals games, Tyrese Halliburton has attempted 0 free throws. I digress. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to point any correlation to that or who I'm trying to knock with that. That's is all I'm saying. He's attempted 0 free throws and is still able to be productive. I don't know. He's a wizard out there. I don't know how he does it. All right, real quick, I got to knock Reggie Miller here. Shout out Reggie Miller. I've had no problem with him on the calls. I know some people don't want him on because he roots for the Pacers. I've never really felt that in his announcing. I kind of like him. I kind of liked him announcing it. But he wasn't announcing Game 3. He was at the game, and I don't know what the heck he was wearing. I don't know what the heck this is. It's a hoodie with a jersey over the hoodie, so he's not wearing the shirt. So that's strike one. Look, this is not a beauty contest. I know you want to go sit courtside. It's the playoffs. It's the finals. It's all this. You want to be on TV. You want to be shown. I get it. But you got to wear the shirt. Got to wear the shirt here. We got people trying to wear jerseys, trying to justify, well, I'm still wearing gold. No, you got to wear the shirt. Got to wear the shirt. Don't care. Don't care if you're covering up a $20,000 dress or tux or suit or whatever. You got to put the shirt on. Got to put the shirt on. So that's strike one. He's not wearing the shirt. He's wearing a gold hoodie with a jersey over the hoodie, in the hoodie and jersey tucked just in the front of his pants. You can see his belt. So if you had like a big belt buckle, I would understand, but it's just a normal belt, so I really don't get it. Not a good look here, Reggie. Sorry. All right, we had Adam Silver join the desk pre-game to talk everything NBA, and the on-court decals danced around the question, didn't give us anything, but listen to what Adam Silver says here, folks. Listen to this.
It's an interesting time in society. So we have two markets, as we've all been around for the last week, in Oklahoma City and Indianapolis, that are completely captured by the finals. I mean, every store you go to, there's signage. Everyone, yep. Look at this concourse here. Yeah. Everybody on the streets is wearing the team colors. I mean, and I think I've been doing this for a long time. I don't remember being in two markets where it feels like so dominant to have these games.
These markets are truly captivating. captivating the entire city. He says, I don't think I've been doing this a long time. I don't think we've seen two markets like this do what they've done. These small markets that nobody likes and don't draw ratings, and oh no, it's not New York or LA. Are they making money? Blah, blah, blah. It's OKC and it's Indiana getting it done. We gushed about what the city was doing, decorating for the home game. He says you can't walk into a store without people wearing gold in the shirts, and it's decorated everywhere. In little old Indiana? So please stop with these big markets. Folks, it's 2025. What the hell are y'all still talking about? Big markets, small markets. Do we not know the internet? Stop with this market talk like we're in the 1990s. Hey, access information, the internet, anything can be a market. Nobody's watching TV anymore. That's your problem. That's your market problem. You're still looking at TV numbers. How about you stop looking at the old tube? Stop letting the tube decide everything. Small markets. Oh, it's stupid finals. It's Indiana and OKC. Who cares? Well, the city cares, and they're doing a hell of a job with it. They seem to care more than Adam Silver and ESPN that's putting the dinky donkey trophies. Because of player safety, they said the decals were slippery. Well, I don't know. How about you make them not slippery? Is that so hard? I don't know. So honestly, is it hard to make the decals on the floor not slippery? Because you did it for, I'm sure you're doing it for the advertisers. I'm sure those aren't too slippery. Paycom Arena. Small market, shout out Indiana. I'm moving there. I'm moving to Indiana. Who's got a house for sale? I'm coming down. I'm crashing with Halliburton. Hallie, what the Hallie? Clean up the good old guest room for me. I'm coming down. All right, let's move off of the final suck. We got a few NBA stories to talk about here. First one up, and oh, the Knicks are too funny, folks. The big market Knicks! The big market Knicks can't get it figured out. Oh, man, folks. I mean, what are we talking about nowadays? The New York Knicks have requested permission to talk to another head coach and were denied. They tried to seek permission with head coach for the Atlanta Hawks, Quinn Snyder, and they were firmly denied, just like the other 5 attempts. I'm sure they're going to be calling small market head coach Rick Carlisle. Hey, Indiana, you're a small market. You don't need that coach down there. Send him over to us. We're the big market. We're the big market. You gotta give us all of your players and coaches for free. Big market trash dumb Knicks. Market schmarket, spare me, folks. All right, we get this here by Giannis. Ooh, little drama building. Giannis tweets out, does anybody else miss Woj? Woj, the former NBA kind of, breaking news reporter. Woj bomb. Because the new guy taking over, Shams, I'm not the biggest fan of. It's really funny. Whenever Shams goes on television, it seems like whoever else is on, just like always like, that sounds stupid or that's not going to happen or like that. Shams just doesn't have the aura that Woj had, I will say. But we know that Shams has kind of been saying, yeah, Giannis is probably going to be moving somewhere. He's testing the market. Now, Giannis hasn't said any of this himself. We know that Giannis kind of prides himself on being loyal and all this, loyal to the Bucks. So Giannis isn't so happy with all these quote unquote rumors about him leaving and wanting to leave. So who's telling the truth, Giannis or Shams? Only time will tell. And speaking of shams, this is what he has to say on Kevin Durant. And I want to say that all this is bunk, and that he's going to the Spurs. I mean, the little nuggets of information that we've been seeing and hearing, not from Shams, because Shams is trying to put all these teams in there. I don't know. But from what Shams is hearing is that Kevin Durant is interested in Houston, San Antonio, Minnesota, Miami, and New York. Once again, New York has to be thrown into everything. I don't think anybody's interested in New York, the big market, the big apple. So we'll see where Kevin Durant goes. I want to say he's locked into the Spurs, but what do I know? I'm not Shams. All right, and then the final thing here. Boston is reportedly focused on trades involving Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, and Sam Hauser. But teams are also calling about Jaylen Brown and Derek White. And Shams is hearing that everybody but Tatum seems to be on the table. So seems like the Celtics are going to potentially blow up what they have and try to move on with just Tatum and build around Tatum. So we'll see if that's the right call. It's not. But we'll see how Brad Stevens and the Celtics team tries to slowly not rebuild, but retool. Alrighty, now quickly before we move off of the NBA for the rest of the show, let's quickly see what the line is for Game 4. It's tomorrow night. We got no lull. We got no real downtime. So here we go. The official live line for Game 4 is 6! It's +6! Unbelievable. Say that 5.5 all Game 3. Now wants to go to +6. Okay, all right. Vegas expecting a bounce back. They expected a bounce back in Game 2. They were right. But this is Indiana. Bink. So we'll see how this line stays for the next 24 hours here. All right, let's shift gears to the NFL here. Lots to talk about. And a last call for value, folks, that I really cannot stress and gush enough about. But right before we get into that, I want to tell y'all why we are off this team again. We were telling y'all we're a little worried about Washington. Don't love the scary Terry, holdout, non-pay, and don't love Deebo. I didn't love really the Deebo Samuel pickup. I didn't think it's anything they needed. And I think they kind of a little overpaid for him. So we get Deebo Samuel. We saw this yesterday, him getting kind of locked up by a DB. We saw the official Washington Commanders X account post iron sharpening iron. We hated this. We would not post that out there. And then we get another video of Deebo Samuel yesterday. Looking a little slow. We've seen Deebo be, maybe put on a few pounds at the end of last season, this offseason. There's a true epidemic in professional sports of players getting fat. Luka, Zion, now Deebo in the NFL is starting to spread to the NFL. So Deebo looking big, Deebo looking slow. We've got, why would Kyle Shanahan, get rid of Deebo and not Ayuk? Like if any piece that you let walk, you let Deebo walk. We know Kyle Shanahan's a good offensive mind, good offensive judgment of talent. So why is he letting Deebo go and walk and not paying him, but you pay CMC and Kittle and Ayuk? Who Ayuk has a little bit of a locker room potential attitude problem. We saw that when he was looking for his contract, and rightfully so. So I'm a little down on Washington this year. Cliff Kingsbury, is his offense, is it a good offense or does it get figured out? Jaden Daniels, sophomore slump. Do we see any of that? So I'm a little off on Washington heading into this offseason. And this is why. We got fat Deebo. Got to slim down, Deebo. Call Luka. Call LeBron. They'll get you right. Alrighty, but here we go. Let's get into our last call for value, folks. We touched upon this yesterday. And I've not been able to get this out of my head, so I gotta make the fuss, sound the alarm, because it's not gonna get any better than what it is right now. In the last call,
for value.
The last call for value, folks, is the New York Giants win totals. Folks, I mean, we're getting value at every step, and the steps start small. The New York Giants win totals over 5.5 at plus 125. Love it. Over 7.5 at plus 300. Gushing over it. And over 9.5 at plus 750. Don't mind it. So loving all these three. 10, maybe a little bit of a stretch, but that 8 mark at plus 300 is that's the ding, 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 ding. That's the golden goose. And then the 6, I mean, this is free money at plus 125. Now, let's start with the roster. We gushed over it yesterday, folks. We gushed over it yesterday. There is talent. There is talent on this team. Let's just start with the defense, because this team is going to be led by the defense. Yes, you heard that right. We get Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Bobby Okereke. They got Abdul Carter now, Bing. They've got Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, the big three of Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Thibodeau by itself is absolutely disgusting. They got Javon Holland over the top now. New dog, Bing. Deontay Banks, solid. Good defense overall. Then offensively, they've got Russell Wilson at quarterback, okay, but we saw him have some success with the Steelers in that offense, and this Giants offense is so much better than what that Steelers offense was last season. They got Tyrone Tracy, who's a dog at running back. Y'all will soon learn. We got Devin Singletary. Once again, great duo here, and then once again, they've got that rookie, Cam Scatabo. Whatever he does, who cares? We've got the 1 and the 2. Anything else is cherry on top from the running backs. They've got a good 1-2 punch at wide receiver at Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson, and they've got good 3s and 4s with Darius Slayton and Jalen Hyatt. And then you got little Jordan Humphrey, always in the mix. Andrew Thomas, up front, big dog, solid line, and we've still got Brian Daboll, solid offensive mind. Maybe I can upgrade it from solid to something else this year, but so far, baseline, solid offensive mind. So loving the Giants, like their roster. I think it's one of the most slept-on teams, slept-on rosters in the entire NFL. But what matters is the wins. And how do you get wins? Your schedule. So let's walk through it. We're looking for 6. We're looking for 8. We're looking for 10 winnable games. That's all we're looking for, winnable games. So let's take a look at their schedule. Let's walk through it quickly. And this is what I'm going to do for the division, folks. This is what I'm going to do for the division. Giants against their division opponents. I'm going to give the Giants 3 wins against the division. Whether it's 1-1-1 split or they lose twice against the Eagles, they beat Washington once, and they beat the Cowboys twice. Yes, you heard that right. They will beat the Cowboys twice this year. This Cowboys team will be trash. This will be the worst team in the division. Here we go. So, 2 losses against the Eagles. We'll have 1 win against Washington when they're at home, and we'll have both wins against the Cowboys on the road at home. That's how I'm judging the division games. Everything else, we'll see where we're at. So here we go. The Giants' regular season schedule, they open up at Washington. We give them a loss. They week 2 at Cowboys. It's a Cowboys game. That's a win. We're 1-1. Week 3, they face the Chiefs. Give them a loss, but this is a winnable game. Chiefs aura is gone. Chiefs early on in the season. Winnable game here at home. We'll give them a loss, but this is winnable. We're 1-2 heading into week 4. They got the Chargers. This is another winnable game, but I'll give y'all a loss here. Another winnable game. It's at MetLife. They start 1-3, but this is a sneaky 2-2 start. Then week 5 against the Saints. Bank. 2-3. They face the Eagles. That's a loss. We're 2-4. Week 7 at the Broncos. That's a win. I don't care. Bo Nix is going to be in hell in this game. We're 3-4 at week 7. They face the Eagles again. That's fine. Get it out of the way early. 3-5. They face the Niners at MetLife. Winnable game. Winnable game. Y'all are coming at me, so I'll give them a loss. We're 3-6. Week 10 at the Bears. This is going to be a good game. Winnable game as well. I'm going to give them a win. We're 4-6. Week 11 against the Packers at MetLife. This is a win, folks. Win. We're at 5-6 at week 11. Week 12 at Detroit. Hey. Another win. Big dogs up front getting it done. We're 6-6 at week 12. At New England, week 13, another win. 7-6 at the bye. Washington, but it's the one at home. That's a win. We're 8-6. Against the Vikings at MetLife. Hey, JJ McCarthy, you're going to be in hell. 9-6 at week 16. Week 17, Raiders. Hey, Gino, you're waking up in hell. Another win there. And then they finish at the Cowboys, folks. I mean, we're looking at 11-6. This is a winnable, workable schedule here, folks. I mean, I could see 11. I can see 11 wins for this Giants team. I mean, the Steelers last season with Russell, what'd they have? Would they have 9 wins? 10-7. Come on, folks. This Giants team, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm gushing. Love the over 5.5. Love the over 7.5. The 9.5. It's a play. It's a play. The other 2 I'm gushing over. 10. It's a play. It's a play. Over 11.5 at plus 1,400. That might be just a little too much, but it's workable. It's obtainable. They can win 12 games off that schedule. It'll be tough. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. But there's 12 winnable games on that schedule. The Giants, folks. The New York gosh dang Giants. Yes. Really can't gush enough about them. So, folks, final call for value. Get it while you can before it starts dropping down. For value. All right. Well, I know I've already lost all your credibility. I'm wonky. I don't know nothing. So let me just pile on top with this one. I've got another last call of value that I've been screaming about. Actually, let me go back to this Giants real quick because I do want to look at this value too. The exact order of the NFC East. I want it to go. Eagles, Giants, Washington, Cowboys. I want to see what that value is. I would also like to see what Eagles, Washington, Giants, Cowboys would be. Because if the value's right, we could play both of them. And still win either way. So let's see if we can bet that. Because I'm loving the Eagles to win this division pretty solidly. I'm really expecting the Cowboys to be dumpster trash. And I think Washington, once again, can take a step back, but I think it's really just the Giants being a good team that they can compete all year long for that number 2 spot in the division. So here we go. Division winner exact result. Can we bet that? I thought we could. I thought this would give us something different. All right, so we might not be able to do that. Not right now. Okay. All right. Might not be able to do that. But that's fine. Oh, division. Oh, yes, we can. Here it is. Division specials. Exact order. Oh, we get the 1-2 exact. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Exact order for NFC East. Do we get value on Washington or Eagles, Giants, Washington, Cowboys, or Eagles, Washington, Giants, Cowboys? Here we go. First, Eagles, Washington, Dallas Cowboys. That's the favorite at plus 330. So once again, that's what we like. Giants are not finishing last in this division. Eagles, Washington, Giants, Cowboys. It's at plus 500. Okay. Now let's find our flip side. Eagles, Giants, Washington, Cowboys at plus 1,600. There we go. There we go. Love them both. Throw 100 on plus 500. Throw 100 on plus 1,600. We cash on either one of them. We're fine either way. We're in the green. Love that. Eagles, Giants, Washington, Cowboys plus 1,600. Don't knock it, folks. Do not knock it. Or we go full send. Giants, Cowboys, Washington, Eagles at plus 250,000. 25,000, pardon my French. That I don't endorse. All right, let's close up here. Another final call of value. Once again, I've gushed about it, and I know it's the Dolphins. I leave my fin at the door. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all hate me. Y'all don't trust me. I get it, but it's true, folks. I tell you. I can't gush enough about the Dolphins, folks. I really can't. Jalen Phillips on Chop Robinson. I've been trying to scream about Chop Robinson for the last year. Everyone's not listening. It's all right. Says, quote, Chop has been having a hell of a OTAs. His improvement from last year to this year is so noticeable, it's insane. Really excited to see how he's going to keep progressing. He was great last year, back end of the year, and Jalen Phillips, who also is a dog, so he knows dogs. He can evaluate dogs. Says Chop Robinson, his improvement is so noticeable, it's insane. And once again, the edge rushers, I mean, they changed the games. Everyone's just looking at the offense. I know it's flashy. That's what the league wants. Passing, scoring, all this. We've seen that be the opposite the last 2 years. And because these defensive fronts are just getting more athletic, wrecking havoc on offensive lines, and these quarterbacks, these hesitant young quarterbacks coming in. So don't knock a great defensive front. Dolphins, Miami, with very solid, I mean, at worst case scenario, the worst way you can describe this Dolphins offense is at minimum solid. No, come on now. Let's be a little honest. And I'm going to say that the same thing with the Giants. It's a solid offense. You got Ross, you got some nice playmakers, speed, height. So get the Dolphins to win the division plus 650. Their win totals, I think they set them at 9.5, 8.5. Go and take it. It's all good value for the Dolphins, folks. Tua's going to stay healthy, blah, blah, blah. Y'all can hang on, stay on injuries and health and all that. Just on top of it, I mean, we do hear this a lot. But this year I'm kind of seeing a little of what they're talking about. Tua just kind of addressing the media earlier this week, kind of saying that the tone, the culture is changing. We're kind of hearing that from Mike McDaniel a little bit. We get Tua just kind of harping on the importance of him staying healthy. So they know it. They're preaching it. And they'll do it. Folks. All right, we're going to, no, we'll save this one. We'll save this. All right. So that is going to do it for us today, folks. Appreciate everybody tuning in and listening. We're back tomorrow for our day show. We've got Game 4 of Stanley Cup hockey on tonight. I think I'm liking the Florida Panthers again. Really dominant in game number 3. We saw 6-1 win. I mean, tons of penalties by the Oilers. And, it's not like the Panthers were scoring on every single power play that they were getting. I mean, it would have been 15-0 if that was the case. So let's see quickly. Do we get value on them winning? Can we get value on them winning in the 60-minute line? It was minus money, game 3. So I'm assuming it's the same here, game 4. Minus 148 on the money line. And on the 60-minute line, it is still minus 105. So still going to play that. Shout out the Panthers. They're playing great hockey. Championship sports, nothing better than that. So get a good rest of your Thursday. Enjoy some playoff hockey, finals hockey tonight, because game 4 of the NBA Finals is tomorrow. This next day and a half, folks. We're in it, so enjoy it. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Take it easy, and I appreciate y'all. Also, Fat Luca vlog is up on our Instagram. If you saw the Josh Allen one, we got Fat Luca, and maybe there's more down the pipeline, folks, so stay tuned. All righty, folks, I appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your day.